So we spoken like, you know, your CD was well overdue, and like from speaking to like over the years and that, I kind of get the, you know, the feeling that you're much of a perfectionist.
Yeah, a little bit.
And you know, there's a lot of other MCs and artists that I know that have got that same trait as well. They're perfectionists, and sometimes that holds them back from putting out their music. Like, do you see that changing anytime soon? Like, because people want to hear music, man. If you're trying to perfect all the time, people ain't gonna get to hear the growth.
Do you know what? I'm always gonna put out stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm always gonna be like that. That's just me as a person. As a person, I'm just like that. If I'm being totally honest, I can't, man. I don't know, man. I just get weird feelings and weird emotions, and I feel like I don't want to do this. You know what I mean? I don't want to put that out. It's shit. Like, a lot of stuff I put out, some of it I don't even rate, and I shouldn't really be saying that as an artist myself, because people say you shouldn't say that, but that's just me being honest, innit? A lot of stuff I put out, I don't really like it, but I think, you know what, someone will like it and someone will relate to it, and if I'm going to be an artist and I'm going to deliver a service, I've got to have something out there for people to listen to so they can judge on it. If I don't like it and someone else likes it, I'll probably like it because he liked it, do you know what I mean? Because he showed me the homage. But yeah, like in the near future, I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more, and, do you know what I mean, getting on with things.
And you're renowned for the flow, man. I was going to ask you what your studio ethics like. Are you writing down? Like you definitely can't head top with those flows.
No,
right?
no, I do head top. I head top with the last verse of Fizzy Flow. So I head top that. I don't know, I just done it. I head topped with Back on My Bullshit, and I head topped the whole of Hoodie. But you see what people get, you see when you freestyle off the top of your head, people think that you just go into studio and you just say a whole load of things and it comes out like that. Sometimes it comes out like that. Sometimes you stop and start, innit? But when you're flowing, sometimes you just keep going on and on and on and on and on until you say something silly. But that's a few things that I've done off the top of my head. People might not believe it. They might say he's chatting shit, but I don't care. Fuck them.
Yeah, listen, with you, man, it's like you're in a weird categorization because you got the new wave MCs, but then sometimes people debate whether you should be in that category of the new wave because, you know, you got Murky Ace, you got Rival, you got Cozzy, but a lot of people argue that you've been around for a bit longer than that. So maybe you shouldn't be in the new wave category, but you're definitely not old school. You know what I mean? You're definitely not in the categorization before that. So how would you put it down? How would you describe the categorization that you're in?
You know what, if I'm being honest, like, it doesn't really bother me what category I'm in, as long as people hear me and understand my vision and feel me, do you know what I mean? Because there's always going to be a category, there's always going to be a different category of artists, you know what I mean? Like, people might say that because I don't spit similar or I don't do the same things what other people do, you know what I mean? But to be fair, to be in a new wave category is good because that means you're new and you're up and coming, and a lot of people haven't heard me. A few people have, do you know what I mean? I have been spitting for a long time, but I think a lot of people from the new wave have been spitting for a long time. So I think it'd be a bit unfair for me to say, I shouldn't be in that, do you know what I mean? Like, I think everyone in the new wave, no matter what we do, no matter what we say, no matter how much you want to front, everyone's new wave, do you know what I mean? Everybody is a new wave because people like yourself and other people didn't know us before the new wave, may not have known us before the new wave category, but on the whole, I just think I'm in my own category anyway. I just think I'm in Scrufizzer Fizzy Flow category. I'm literally on my own thing. I just isolate myself away from that. I'm just me anyway.
One of your strong points when people talk about Scrufizzer, they talk about the flow a lot. And sometimes you draw criticism from having more of a flow than content and substance. So how do you feel about that kind of criticism?
People don't listen to what I say, clearly. Like, there's freestyle tracks and there's a lot of, like, there's a track like Jealousy. I done a verse for one of Cleo's soul songs a little while ago, but if you listen to what I'm actually saying, you'll get it, do you know what I mean? But some people just don't listen. They're just ignorant, do you know what I mean? Just like with violent MCs, they think that they're, I don't know, but if I think I got a decent balance. I think flow is probably one of my strongest points, but I don't think I'm totally off substance. But I can understand why they say that, because they haven't heard enough for them to say that. But to be honest, if I'm being real, you can't please anyone. You can't please everyone, to be honest. You can't really please everyone, because if you got too much content, it's like you got too much content and no flow. It's like you can't have it. You can have it all, but there's ignorant people that ain't gonna accept you to have it all. But I think I'm nice with it, man, to be honest.
The end of 2011, beginning of 2012, a lot of people were speaking about the rumours that maybe you was gonna sign with Dizzee Rascal and Dirtee Stank.
Yeah.
Give us, the clarity on that, man.
Why?
Is there any truth to it? Is it still gonna happen?
Scrufizzer really can't say what happened there, but what I can say is that, like, sometimes when you're put in situations, how can I put it so it makes sense and people actually relate to it and understand it? The way I met him, the way I met Dizzee, the way I met Dirtee Stank, like, I knew the manager for a little while. He was kind of watching me and he was showing me a lot of homage, like, do you know what I mean? He was calling to see if I was alright. One day I went to meet up with him, met up, then he just took me somewhere. He took me to some secret location, studio. I was like, yeah, I'm in a studio, do you know what I mean? I just thought, normal studio. Went in there and it's just like a mad thing. Then Dizzee Rascal just pops out. He just pops out from nowhere, innit? So he's popped out now and I'm thinking, right, that's Dizzee. But obviously I'm not going to be like, yeah, Dizzee, what's going on? Like, I heard your shit from back in the day, man. Like, I thought, nah, I'm just going to keep it calm. I kept it cool. Nah. Then they were playing one tune. Then they just go, yeah, Dizzee must have said, spit me a bar, innit? So I just sprayed one bar and then he just goes, yeah, that booth there, like getting the booth kind of thing, innit? So I jumped in the booth now. Then I recorded my verse. Then that was it. So like when I left the studio, it just hit me, right, I done a tune with Dizzee, innit? I was thinking, right, that was mad. But the whole signing situation was just like, it wasn't really a big thing. Like, we were just meant to do something together, do a EP together and see where it goes from there, innit? But I haven't actually finished the EP, so I want to finish the EP, then maybe next, do you know what I mean, go forward with it. But what I was scared of is that if I'm with someone like Dizzee Rascal, a lot of people compare me to him, you know what I mean? So a lot of people have said to me, like, throughout my whole career, I sound like him, innit? So if I'm with someone like that, you can get put in that shadow, like, where you want to be a fake Dizzee, do you know what I mean? And it's clearly never been that. It's just how my voice is, innit? That's me being truthful. But as far as everything else, like, I'm still on, I like to think I'm on good terms with everyone. I didn't leave anyone on bad terms. Yeah, man, I'm still cool with them. Big up everyone in that camp. Big up Smurfy, Psycho, Cage, Lawrence, all of the rest of the fam. Yeah. So you've recorded a lot of tracks, a few more than like 1 or 2 tracks with Dizzee then? Just a few, man. Just a few, but that's it really. Just on the Dirtee TV mixtape. But yeah, that mixtape was nice.
Cause when people were hearing you on the Guts and Glory track, that's around the time that everyone was like, yo, Scrufizzer's gonna sign to Dizzee. And I understand what you're saying with, like, not only you just signing with someone that you maybe sound like, but also signing to a big artist, because you could just be swallowed up by that situation and you could definitely be overshadowed.
To be honest, yeah, my personal opinion of that is, like, I don't think Dizzee Rascal would put me on a tune and offer me something, or like say, you know what, screw, like, la 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 la, and just try to, like, do you know what I mean, like, put me in the shadow, because it won't make sense for him. It'd be stupid, innit? Do you know what I mean? It'd be stupid to the degree, like, people would be like, oh, what happened to the guy? Like, do you know what I mean? No one would really, he's too rich to do that, like, do you know what I mean? He's done a lot of things to do that. Like, obviously there's a lot of bad mind people that go around people's backs and chat shit and say, yeah, that's what he's gonna do. But really, he doesn't actually need to do that. He doesn't even have to holler me, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't really need to get a call from someone like that, because if you check the backlog, Dizzee and them lot, that whole circle, they don't really fuck with no one like that. They don't pick up. They won't pick up an arsehole and just say, yeah, I'm gonna do a tune with you, and then I'm gonna, like, put you in the shadow and block you because you're a dickhead. Like, they won't do that, man. They're real people, do you know what I mean? So that's just one side of it.